Wait, we are?
Yeah. Well,
No, we're not. What is this guy doing? The cameras aren't on. So, just to start this off, I drove up from Busselton today and I couldn't find a glass in the pantry, so I'm drinking from a jar. I just wanted to say that. Anyway, tonight, well, you're drinking from a jar as well. It could be moonshine. Are we drinking moonshine? It's smooth shine. I don't know. Anyway, disregard that crap. So, welcome, Stephen.
Thank you.
Welcome to the podcast. So, this is episode 244. 244, yep. No, actually, no, I don't think I updated that.
Oh, really?
Wait, we'll get back to you on this one. Maybe 244 to maybe 245. We'll figure it out. But, so, Stephen, you're a DJ in Perth.
Sure, yeah.
You've been playing since last year, June, did you say?
Yeah, when did I do your shot?
Got it right. I think I got it right. Hopefully
I think I got it wrong. Your shot was in August, so that's when I actually started.
Okay. Let's Google this, Jasper.
Yeah.
When did your shot happen? Last year for 2024. But what made you want to get into it? Like, is that like your first entering, like, to dive into music or?
Yeah. It was like, I had a mate that did it last year.
Yeah. Who was that? We'll do a shout out.
Rob McTaggart. Yeah.
Rob McTaggart. Okay.
Yeah.
Big shout out if you're watching, Rob.
Yeah. So he did your shot the previous year. And yeah, he sort of told me, you know, how good it was, how amazing it was, and I was like, oh, I've always sort of considered, you know, potentially, you know, stepping foot into the sort of into the DJ scene, but sort of never really done it. But and I guess when it sort of rolled up again, I was like, oh
yeah, pull the mic in a little bit more if that's all right. But yeah, keep going.
Is that better?
Oh no, yeah, just like that. Yeah.
So when it rolled up, you know, last year, I was like, you know what, I might as well sort of apply and throw my hat in the ring. And I guess around that sort of May, June period, that's when I sort of like applied. And, you know, luckily enough, I kind of got through. I wasn't there for the interview or anything like that.
Hell yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I was like, you know, I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh, I don't know if they'll let me through because I won't be there.
Yeah.
You know, for the first meeting, for the interviews, for everything, you know.
Why weren't you going to be there for the...
I was in Bali.
Oh, you're in Bali. So you're on holidays.
Yeah.
You're living it up. Yeah, you're just like, what, you're on your phone, just apply. Oh, hell yeah, got in.
So I was,
That's
so
epic.
literally, I was in Bali around that, that interview time. So I sent them an email like a few weeks, like when I applied, and I was like, hey, this is the situation. You know, I didn't know when the interview dates were going to be. So I already booked my flights and everything like that, and I can't really sort of change it. Yeah. So, you know, I didn't hear back for quite a bit. And then I think I did get a call after a while, and then they were like, we liked your sort of application. You know, we just wanted to sort of do a quick sort of, just wanted to have a quick chat and just make sure we've got all the details. And I was like, yeah, cool. And then that's when I sort of told them on the phone, and then they were like, yeah, no, that shouldn't be an issue. Thanks for letting us know. Yep.
Well, she actually talked to them on the phone as well.
Yeah, so they do the pre-selection thing.
That's good. Instead of like, I don't know, being like Microsoft and delegating it and being like, all right, go to the call center. Yeah. But it's like actual like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you know this has happened.
They've got someone at the end of it, which is I guess good, I guess from a customer service point of view.
That's very good.
And I guess that's a good way for them to sort of filter through, I guess, the applicants as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess from there sort of went through it, you know, did the comp, and then that's basically how I sort of, you know, got into DJing.
But then, so with jumping on the decks for the first time, like, what was your music influence first? And then, like, the equipment was RX2s, right? RX3s. Can we Google them if that's all right, Jasper? But yeah, so RX3s then. Yeah. How did you find jumping on that for the first time?
Yeah, it was a bit different.
It's like a spaceship,
when I started,
right?
I got like the normal DJ 400.
Yep. Okay.
Sort of the small ones.
That's a cool car. No, there's a photo of it at the bottom.
Just say DJ. Yeah.
Is that a Mazda? A Mazda RX3.
Yeah. But so it wasn't too bad. Like we, you know, luckily I had sort of a really good instructor there. That really sort of took us through things.
Who taught you?
It was Gene.
Oh,
Spooky Sushi, I think he goes
by.
Spooky
Sushi. Okay, yeah.
So he kept it very sort of simple, and sort of took his time with things. Very sort of, he knows how to sort of like, you know, put things together and sort of present his ideas.
What type
very articulate as well.
What type of music did you use for like the training, and like was it different to what you play now or anything? Or
I think it was relatively similar. I started with a lot of like hip hop, R&B, Afrobeat.
hell yeah. I was gonna say Afrobeat's coming in.
Yeah,
it's huge now.
Yeah. It's definitely sort of making waves now.
Yeah, and it's groovy. Sort of, it's just funky music basically.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely starting to get the love it deserves. You know, at last.
Well, I didn't even know it existed until about like 6 months ago, like a year, 6 months, 9 months maybe. Like
I think you have Tyler with the water.
Yeah. As soon as that popped up,
and Selena with "Calm Down," I think those sort of songs started
actually gaining
like
traction.
opening things up. And they started sort of allowing people to realize that there's actually, there's more to other genres. So which is good.
Yeah, well, that's what's so fat. I think there's a website, you might be able to find it, Jasper, maybe, but. Sorry, excuse the horn noise outside if you guys heard that, but there's this website and it's really interesting because maybe look up genre brainstorm cloud. I don't even really know how to find it. I've just stumbled upon it once, right? But what happens is like you type in a genre and it'll show you all the subgenres. Yeah. And then you click on the subgenre and then it'll show you all those subgenres. Oh, wow. And you can just dive deep until you get to like, I don't know, like heavy industrial trench dubstep or something wacky.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I think it's not word clouds. There is a website for it. And the same thing with artists and the same thing with songs. So what it will do is like you can type in a song and then it will just brainstorm it. So that way you can actually really try and find and dig new things and new artists and new bands, new genres, anything.
I need that website. What's the name? What is it called? Genre
brainstorm? Yeah, see if you can find it. I saw it a couple of years ago and I never went back to it.
Is it AI?
I don't know if it's AI, to be honest.
Give it a try, see what options.
Yeah, like if I just remember seeing it, you click on it and I was like, what the hell is this doing? Like,
so is it similar to like Spotify radio kind of thing, but it's like for everything.
It's kind of just like a discography, but it doesn't show you music per se, it just shows you names. So it would be like an AI generated thing probably, but it is just like you click on it and then you get that artist and you go in deeper, and then you can find, I'm pretty sure, links and stuff.
Yeah, wow.
We'll see if we can find it after this. But I remember seeing it a long time ago, like a long time ago. But how with your learning how to DJ? What was that? With learning how to DJ. So then, how was it though? Because you said Gene took you step by step through it all, but like overall for someone who's never done it before, was it quite easier? Like, was it easy with someone showing you, or?
Yeah, I think it's definitely sort of helps a lot when you've got sort of, someone sort of, demonstrating and sort of telling you what to do, what to press, and things like that. And it just, I learn a lot by watching people do things. Yeah.
I just have to say, it's quite funny. I reckon most DJs that have come on here are visual learners. Yeah. Where it's like you see someone do it and then you can kind of almost mimic what they're doing. So then that way you can apply it to your knowledge and then do your own little spin on it.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. I think you sort of hit that on the nail.
Yeah. Cheers.
So... yeah, it makes life so much easier when you got someone sort of showing you what to do, and sort of what to sort of look out for. And I guess, the good thing about the Your Shot program was that it's sort of well structured across those sort of 6 weeks. Yep. They've got sort of different topics. I guess first week might be equipment. Second week might be beat matching, where to get your sort of music from, etc. And so even though it's a very sort of short time period, I think it's really sort of they sort of hit that sort of middle ground where they're not doing more than they need to, and it's not also they're not giving you less info.
That's good. You're the first person who's actually said it like that. That's really good to hear, that their course curriculum is structured to not overfeed you, but feed you enough, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it also sort of depends on the instructor you have. Like that's the thing, So
Well, everyone teaches different as well,
everyone's
right?
got different sort of teaching styles, you know, and obviously I can't, you know, make a comment on the other sort of
Yeah, because who knows how they taught?
Yeah, because I wasn't part of their class, but, you know, I'm sure, you know, they would have also been as good, you know, but I guess just from my sort of experience, it was good structured. The people that, you know, we were with, the other sort of, you know, students in the room, they were quite good as well. People were very sort of supportive, even though people had different genres and things like that.
What happened after? So, like, you did the Your Shot comp, and then you learned how to do it and everything. How did you get into, like, Caballeros and other gigs? Like, where else do you play again?
So Cabs is one of the main ones.
As I said, it's such a beautiful place.
I'm at Raffles Hotel now on the regular. Really? So yeah, like
on which days?
Fridays,
hell yeah. Okay.
And then I've played at Beaufort Stories as well.
Yeah. What's it like playing there?
Beaufort Stories?
It would be nuts, wouldn't it?
Yeah, amazing.
It would be so busy, right?
Yeah. Oh, but Beaufort, I had my first gig, I think it was less than a month ago.
Yeah.
Can't remember the exact details. But what's his name booked? Yeah, you can even bring up the my Instagram.
Oh yeah.
It should be one of the highlight reels.
How long did you play for? Just like an hour, and then?
Oh no, mate! It's literally.
Shout out to DJ Gems. First image that popped up.
She's the one that plays at Avery.
I think so, and also plays at Scarborough Beach Bar on Sundays. She plays the day after me.
Yeah,
because I have Saturday residency.
Avery once, really good. Good DJ. Yeah.
From what I've been told, yeah. Well, she's good friends with Genga, and there's this guy called Genga. He is one of the most coolest guys I know.
Yeah.
And he, I always say it, but Genga came on. I think it was episode 46.
Yeah.
And from that point on, with that episode, like I just realized it's like another reason to keep doing this, to keep pushing on and keep actually doing this weekly.
Yeah.
We had an episode, like, if you're watching, definitely check it out. It's a long time ago. We broke down the whole psychology behind when you go to work and how it's like you're not doing 9 to 5. You're doing 5 to midnight. 5 to 1, 5 to 2, 5 to 3, depending on what gig it is. But then just the idea of playing music out and about, and it's not your normal job. You know, my roommate actually said it quite funnily to me the other week, where it's like, if you go to any other country, if you are a full-time DJ, people will be like, oh yeah, but you can actually do it. Like, you can actually do it. Playing at Caballeros, like, you know, you would just know just as me about how the payment system works and this and that. But it can be sustainable. And to provide people with music to make them smile, dance, meet their loved ones, to do this, to do that, it's an incredible experience, isn't it? It's
100%.
Just, words can't describe how incredible it is to be able to, like, have someone just meet their wife on the dance floor or something. Like,
I mean, when you describe it that way, I think...
it could happen. Or the wife, the girl meeting her husband on the dance floor, right? Have you ever had any, like...
You can create some magical moments.
That's it. Have you ever done any functions or weddings or anything like that at all?
No, I haven't stepped foot into weddings.
Yeah, that's
just yet, just because I feel
it's
a
pretty
different
daunting.
landscape.
Yeah,
I think it's just sort of learning the structure of it as well.
Yeah.
You know, how things run. You know, I'm hoping to sort of, you know, shadow a couple of mates, you know, when they do wedding, when it comes to sort of emceeing.
Yeah.
And, you know, and everything along those lines. You know, especially sort of dealing with, you know, with customers as well.
That's it. It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. I do sort of, you know, my day job is I do work in a client-facing role, so it's like, it's not, I guess, it's not really sort of intimidating when it sort of, you know, when you're working with the bride and the groom and the cast. That's not the sort of issue. I think it's just mainly sort of understanding how a wedding sort of runs, what are the things you should be looking out for. Yeah.
It's almost like practice, but you're 100% spot on. The best way to do it is to shadow someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ask them, and if they're keen to let you shadow, then it's perfect, because every wedding's different. Every wedding is dynamic. Things could happen. This could happen. Like, I'll just tell you a funny story, right? I don't know what happened, but basically, like, I did a wedding down at Brookley Estate.
Yeah.
And for some reason, one of the groomsmen decided to punch the best man. So when that happened, right?
Oh,
Because this
wow.
is like in that like chill out area when everyone's drinking and partying and stuff like that. The bride got in between, and then what does the dude do? Dude pushes over the bride. So then she got mud all over her dress, and I'm DJing like, kids, look at me over here. I'm doing clown stuff and like trying to just like be like, kids, don't look at the fight that's going on.
Wow.
But that's like, this is a worst case scenario. But then obviously what happened was that guy, everyone, the father, the husband, this, that, everyone just grabbed the dude, took him to the front. I don't know what happened, but they put him in a taxi. That's all I got told. He's not coming back. And it started to sprinkle, and the father came up to me and said, you can pack up. The wedding is over. You still get paid. Everything's okay, but the wedding's over. My daughter, she's in her room. It was such a crazy day.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like it started sprinkling.
What was the cause? Was it just people just had too much to drink?
I think it was jealousy. I think it possibly was jealousy that he wanted to be the best man, or maybe he had said something, or one of the guys was snarky, or who knows.
So was it the groom that?
So one of the groomsmen punched the best man.
Oh.
Yeah, so who knows? Like, were they mates before, or were they not? Or
Okay, I thought it was like the husband. So
No.
At least he wasn't the husband.
no, that's what I mean. The husband and the bride were just like, what the hell's going on? This is our wedding.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is hothead over there punching that dude?
Yeah, yeah.
But it things like, it's dynamic.
You don't really
just don't
expect
know.
that.
You don't expect it. That's why when I saw that, I was like, holy dooly. Kids over here, baby shark, Macarena. Don't worry about that. I'm just going to fool around. Yeah. But that's where you have to be able to go, cause and effect. Let's make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
100%.
But the weddings are real. Like, I have to say, the food is the best.
Yeah.
The food's the best. And it can be pretty good.
Food, the cake, everything,
that's
the drinks,
it, right? Whatever they've got going. I've had a variety of food from weddings.
Might as well get some takeaways for the road,
Yeah, that happens. Yeah. That's the other bit.
Real?
Yeah, that happens for functions as well.
Jeez.
I'll tell you another funny story. This is not this is all about you. This isn't about me, right? I've done the Harvey Norman Christmas party at Victoria Park, and only half the people rocked up for it. So with half the people rocking up for it, they actually did catering for double the amount of people that were there.
Oh, wow.
So I brought home 42 burgers once, and my roommates were through the roof. I got a photo of it, but it was like 24 chicken and like, I think it was like 20 beef or something like that.
Damn, that could last you a few days.
Or like whatever it was. But what I couldn't believe is I had like 2 burgers. I was done after that. Because, it's like just basic chicken, cheese.
I mean, if you see it right in front of you as well.
That's it. My roommates ate them in 4 days. They ate like 40 burgers in 4 days.
It's 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
So
and then the guy who was living out the back was just like, I'm not feeling the best. And was like, stop eating the beef burgers and chicken burgers then. What are you doing?
Yeah, you kind of need a bit of a change after
Free food's free food, I guess, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It can happen. You get into functions, you might get 40 burgers thrown at you.
The more the merrier, right?
Yeah. So you've played at Stories. You've played at Cabalitos. Whereabouts else have you played them?
Stories, both at Cabs, Raffles.
Yeah.
Played at Retrobite.
Yeah. What, main stage, downstairs?
No, I did a private function. I did a corporate event there.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
And then I guess Magnet tomorrow night.
Yeah. I see you play frequently at Magnet as well.
No, I've got my first gig.
Your first
Magnet.
gig? Yeah. Oh, wow. You excited? What have you got prepared for it?
It's going to be... I'm mainly going to be playing hip-hop R&B.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And then, that would be good. That'd be fun.
A bit of pop to it as well. So it's going to be upstairs. So.
Oh, yeah, in the Mez room?
Yeah, Mez room. Okay. Is it called the Mez room?
Yeah.
I'm just trying...
Well,
check the name.
Back in the day when it was called Capital, it was called the Mez room, like the mezzanine.
Yeah. I think you might be right.
They sometimes call it the cheese room, the top 40 room. That was back in the day. I haven't stepped foot. I was in that building 2-3 weeks ago for a band, but I haven't been on a Friday or Saturday night.
Yeah, so
God knows how long.
Yeah. So. I think I'm similar. I think Friday's been a minute since I've been there. Yeah. So it's good to be back, play some music there. So yeah.
Whereabouts are your normal residencies then? Like, where can people find you?
So I'm usually at Cabalitos and the Raffles at the moment.
So you just like rotate fortnightly?
Yeah, so just, I guess raffles is every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Cabalitos, it's usually, I get booked on a monthly basis.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I could be playing there every week. Sometimes I could be playing there, you know, on a fortnightly basis, you know. So
Yeah.
I need to find out, you know, the bookings, you know, at the end of the month for the
That's
next
fair.
month. So
Honestly, a lot of
Yeah.
companies do that here in Perth.
yeah,
It's easier for them to obviously book monthly,
yeah,
but then if something happens, they can easily swap in and out.
yeah,
It's like with the podcast, I book 3 months in advance.
yeah.
But then that way, it's like if someone can't do it, like, all right, well, let's juggle it around, let's shuffle around.
yeah.
Rostering is hard. I don't know if a
Yeah.
lot of people realize this, but rostering is hard.
Yeah.
People have lives, and you got to
Yeah.
fit into those lives to get
Yeah.
them to go to work.
Yeah, but usually I try to sort of, you know.
What's that?
Oh, that was the S30.
S30? What's
Yeah,
like a
S30
gym?
Yeah, this
How
is
is
this
it,
is in the Frio.
How's it at the gym?
Yeah, it was good. So it was, I think they do a lot of block parties.
Okay.
That's what the S30 is sort of known for, where they have someone playing music, and they, you know, they get all this sort of, they get people on like 45-minute sort of classes, 45 minutes
like
an hour.
F45 in a way?
Yeah, similar to that, sort of really sort of fast paced.
Early mornings?
Yeah, early mornings. You know, it was.
Oh, don't get me
mate,
started on that crap. Like,
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah, it's difficult, isn't it?
Oh, I struggle. I need to get back into like fitness myself as well. Like I'm like.
That's the other part of it, though, right? So I just wanted to quickly say,
Yeah.
I did 11 weeks of F45 DJing, and I did like Saturdays, and
Wow.
and yeah, it was on Saturdays, but I DJ Friday night until 2 a.m. And then I go there at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. when they're going to do the classes. I literally go home, sleep for an hour, go to work, and then go home, sleep for like 4 hours, then go to work again. But money.
I don't know how you were getting up, mate. I would have just slept through straight
It
through
was
the
funny
light.
because you know how in gyms they got such bright lights?
Yeah.
They would let me wear my sunglasses. So I was that guy in the corner with my like one speaker, my table, the whole lot,
Don't
just
speak
mixing
to me,
some
yeah.
music for them. But I'm just like, please don't look at me, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then all the mums are like, are you sure you should be driving? I'm like, nah, I'm alright. What are you talking about? I'm running on 1 hour sleep. It's okay. The things we
Yeah,
do.
We'll make it work, you know.
But it's fun though, right?
Yeah. Oh, mate, it's
It's
as long
the,
as you sort of enjoy it, that's the thing. And
It's
as well,
the
sort of
beau-
depends what you do it for.
that's it. It's the
Um,
beauty of DJing, right? Because
yeah.
then you could do functions, you do weddings, you do bars, you do pubs, you could do
Yeah.
this, you could do
Yeah.
that, anything.
Yeah, exactly. So
In your words, why do you DJ?
why do I
Ooh,
DJ? Wow.
I put you on the spot.
Yeah, kind of put me on the spot.
Things like that.
Um,
Why do you DJ? 4 words.
Yeah. I think it's like one of those sort of questions, you know, when you go to an interview, why do you want this job? You know, it's like,
yeah. Why
mate,
do you want?
because I get paid? Nah, nah, not because of that. Obviously, sort of, you know, for me, I kind of just sort of stumbled across it, you know. I have sort of a career outside of this. But yeah, I guess it's sort of the love for music and, you know, the love for seeing other people, you know, enjoying themselves on the dance floor, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
It's just an experience.
yeah,
isn't
it's just, yeah, you know, it's, I come from a sort of, you know, a big culture, a big family, you know, where it's, where dancing is, you know, very big, you know, traditional dances and things like that.
Traditional dances, like from where? Like
So, Eritrea.
Eritrea.
Yeah, it's northeast of Africa.
Oh, can we Google that, please? That
Yeah.
sounds epic.
Yeah, so Eritrea.
Hell yeah, awesome. So I have to
Yeah.
say, I love doing this on the podcast. Jasper, can you flag as a place, like, just as a star, please, if that's all right?
Yeah.
Because, like, I've started, like, wow, it costs $3,000 to get there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Maybe I
flights
won't go
aren't cheap,
there.
mate. I guess anywhere from Australia. So.
Did you move over here, or were you born there?
No,
or?
so I was born in Sudan, and then
Oh, in Sudan, okay.
but parents and family are from over there. So
Have you been there before and everything?
No, I still haven't been there yet.
Okay.
Hoping to sort of, you know, go there. I need to get that, you know, ticked off the bucket list. It's something that's sort of been on there.
Yeah. Yeah, like a family heritage thing. That'd be
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. So, but yeah, as I was saying before, I guess yeah, dancing and things like that is sort of a very, you know, big part of our culture. you know, so I've always sort of enjoyed, you know, that sort of social dynamic where you're sort of socializing with everyone, you know, getting up, you know, having a bit of a groove and a bit of a dance. So, and I think that's kind of sort of led into, I guess, the DJ aspect of it, which is just, you know, enjoy the music, but also at the same time sort of, you know, enjoy the dancing aspect of things as well. So it's just like, you know, I want to sort of create the same sort of experience from, you know, that sort of I've seen other DJs create for me, you know, when I've went to those sort of events and things like that. So
that's it. It's just like an inspiration thing. You go to an event, you see a DJ just jumping around, having a great time, just going off there, trolley basing. You're like, that's cool. I want to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just one of those things, and you see the videos and the photos, and it's like, it is a lot of fun. Yeah. And for a long time, it was demonized, I have to say. Like, when I say demonized, it's like people go like late nights, drinking, this, that, the you know, chasing girls, doing all, you know what, it's not correct. Yeah. It's not what people should be saying about music and DJing and entertainment and nightlife. Exactly. You know, it is like, we do it, people do it, we do it for the right reasons. Yeah. We just love seeing people have fun and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's just making sure I guess you're doing it for the right reason. But I mean, to be fair, for me as well, it was like kind of, you know, the other aspect to why I sort of did it was I just wanted...
Just give it a go.
Yeah, something else there. So something kind of a bit of a stress outlet, you know. It's like, you know, it's like you want something, you know, you start working 9 to 5 and you're just like, you get to the end of the week and you're drained, you're exhausted, you know, and you know, I kind of wanted something that sort of at least, you know, when I come back home, I can at least do something rather than just crash on the couch, watch some Netflix, you know. So
that's it. I have to say,
I was like, you know, so I guess that was one of them. If I'm being honest, I think that's probably one of the main reason why I sort of picked it up. I just like, I just want to do something fun outside of work. Yeah. And then I guess fast forward, now, you know, I'm sort of playing events, but yeah, I guess doing events and things like that wasn't really a primary focus when I first sort of started it. Yeah. Yeah.
So events, have you created events at all?
No. I mean, like just playing at venues. Events, yeah, playing at venues.
But that's it, yeah. And I have to say, I've only just like, a lot's happened to me just recently. My whole life's flipped upside down, blah, blah, blah. I actually live in Bustleton from Monday to Thursday now, doing 8:30 till like 3:30 or 4, and then coming back up Thursday. So I drove back to Perth just today, just before this episode, to do the podcast, then DJ Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then drive back down Sunday night to go and do Monday to Thursday again.
So are you DJing in Bustleton as well?
No. So I'm playing Brisbane Hotel this weekend. Yeah. On Friday, 5 o'clock till midnight. Yeah. Or hopefully midnight. Yeah. Saturday I'm playing Scarborough Beach Raft from 5 o'clock to 11 p.m. midnight, hopefully, if I can push it. And Sunday I'm playing Peach Pit from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So a 5-hour set. Yeah. So in doing that, wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
As soon as I finish at 7 p.m. on that Sunday, I am getting in my car because I would have been listening to lots of loud music and I would have been jumping around acting like a fool. So since I will be so wired and awake, I'll be driving straight to Bustleton and then going straight to sleep.
What do you do in Bustleton? Are you DJing or?
No, so my parents have owned... Well, let's pull it up. I mean, I'm taking over the bloody thing now. So it's one of those situations. I'll just quickly explain. This is off topic, but not off topic. Please look up rvcs.com.au. Basically, my parents import and second one, sorry. So my parents own a import-export company for reversing cameras, and with them doing that, it's been running for 31 years now. We do security and CCTV installations. Oh, okay. So I actually am an alarm installer, security guy, the whole lot. I crawl in ceilings. I'm the possum in your roof. Yeah, but in saying that, what's happened is it's my mum, it's my dad, and a family friend of 9 years. That family friend of 9 years put in his resignation 2 weeks ago. And so I've started doing this, driving to Bustleton the last 2 weeks to do the handover. Yeah. Next week, it's just me, my mum, my dad, and this business. So it's based in Bustleton, but I'm going to be bringing this business to 2025. And I'm going to try and make it so I can actually hopefully drive down Mondays as well. So I can be in Busselton from Monday night, Tuesday, Wednesday, drive back up Thursday.
So are you going and installing those in people's houses?
No, it's not
like
these. No, so we sell these to mining companies. We sell these to farming companies. So the reversing cameras are all for vehicles. But then go on nassecurity.com.au if that's okay. NAS security, if that's all right. I mean, this is, yeah. Yeah, check this out. So scroll down. I don't know why it's not this. Yeah, scroll down. NAS for NAS for Nelly, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, first one. Yeah, this is my parents' business. So this is what we do. And so I grew up in this. This is what I've always done.
Yeah.
But in doing this stuff, I moved away. I moved out of Perth. Moved to Perth. Studied.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realise this, but I actually don't have a degree or qualification other than my Certificate 3 in Mines Rescue and my Diploma in Emergency Healthcare. I started a business degree and dropped out. I did electrical engineering diploma and dropped out.
Yeah.
I did a film and television diploma and dropped out. I went back to do a marketing and digital marketing and online advertising degree and dropped out. But then, now I just do this. I'm just the podcast guy and no DJ. I'm the music man, all right?
I guess that's the main thing, is just sort of finding what you sort of enjoy and
that's
what you sort of like,
I strongly suggest, because I'm 32.
Yeah.
And from the ages of 18 to 32, I have had the time of my life and have had just the time of my life. There's no other words to explain it.
Yeah.
I've been in and out of education. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Doesn't matter. The amount of information I have taken from all of these different courses is why I can do this.
Yeah.
It's because I've learnt all different aspects of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's where, I find that, you gotta, as you said, you gotta figure out what you want to do. I reckon between the ages of 18 to 22, 23, people don't know what they want to do. Unless you go straight into university. But when you go straight into university, then you go get your degree and you go into the job. And you want to hopefully like the job, right?
Yeah.
A good friend of mine that I don't really hang out with anymore went and did an accounting degree, stepped into accounting job day one, said, I'm not doing this. I don't want to do this. Went back and did cybersecurity for another 4 years. Now he works for St. John's, and because he's got 2 degrees, St. John's have just sent him to America to go and work and hang out and learn or whatever he's doing over there with St. John's ambulance, hospitals, medical, whatever.
Damn.
Maybe he's the accounting guy for St. John's. I don't know.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that's the last I heard from him though. But
Sounds
he stepped
like a dream come true, in America,
Yeah, land of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
American dream.
Yeah. Anyway, let's wrap things up anyway. So, where can people find you? So they can find you tomorrow at Matter.
Oh no, Magnet.
Magnet House, sorry,
Yeah, tomorrow Magnet.
What time's your set?
12:30.
12:30. What, till 1:30 then?
Till close.
Till close.
Yeah.
Damn, so you could be going to 4 hours.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what time they close on Friday, so
I hope that happens for you.
Yeah.
A 4-hour set at a nightclub would be pretty good.
Yeah, so
yeah, it wouldn't be too bad. And then Saturday, where can people find you?
Saturdays it's sort of open, so it's just wherever I sort of get booking. Sometimes I do sort of private gigs.
But people just find that on your Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah,
stuff?
so usually I share where I play on my socials, but there's again it just sort of depends where where I sort of get booked. So I just sort of. But sometimes I get last minute bookings. That's what happened at Beaufort. So it's just I got booked at. I think I got booked at midday, 12 p.m. on a Saturday, being like, "Hey, are you free tonight?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What time do you need me for?" And then. Jen goes, anytime 6 till 12. And I was like, cool, I'll be there, So 6 hour set. But it's, again, it just depends, I guess, where I get sort of booked,
Yeah, that's fair. But the thing is, you've done very well since last year, June. Very well. You're playing at bars.
Yeah.
And you're playing at some cool bars, right?
Yeah.
And you're playing at Magnet House, playing a nightclub.
Yeah, very sort of fortunate. And I think and I don't think it's sort of all because of me. I've had sort of I've had some mates that have sort of supported me.
Yeah.
Shout out Gene, Sky,
Oh yeah, big shout out to Sky Doyle.
Yeah. Good
That guy
bloke.
and Adam Dalton and everyone.
Yeah. So very sort of helpful. He's the one that sort of books me at Cabalitos.
Yeah.
Who else? I've had other mates, Max, a mate of mine. Keegan.
Yeah, Keegan's been.
Keegan also booked me at Magnet and Seasons as well. So.
So you played at Seasons as well?
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't even dive into that.
Yeah, so I've played at Seasons. As well. So yeah, kind of been sort of very sort of lucky that sort of the cards are sort of falling in the right sort of pieces,
Sometimes
and I'm having
it can be like that, right?
a good support system around me. So yeah.
No, it's epic. That's so good.
So yeah, that's both it. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets so busy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if the audio works on those.
Probably no, copyright. That's all good. That's not enough. We have this issue where like it's all okay on Facebook because it just mutes a section, but it might mute 20 seconds of the stream.
Yeah.
But on YouTube, if we live stream to YouTube, bang, straight down.
Oh.
So very soon after episode 250, lots of changes are happening to the podcast.
Yeah.
And we'll be back on YouTube as a live thing.
That's good.
It's a lot of work to upload all the episodes yourself and do all this and do all that.
God, I can.
But I don't want to burden these guys. These guys do enough as it is. Right?
Yeah.
These guys are already very good at what they do.
Yeah. No, mate, don't worry about it.
It's all just me sitting here and just uploading stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
But look at that. That's
and
epic.
that's Season. So that's a silent disco.
So good.
Yeah. So I did it with a good mate, Blake. You can see. On the right, and I think it was the other guy. I think his name was Max.
I through the photos.
I could be wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
It was packed. Really,
been there, done that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and that's a mate of
Mr.
mine.
Worldwide.
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Waves. Have you met him?
No, I've never met
Alex Gilbert. He's a cousin. He's my cousin, but he mainly plays hip hop, R&B.
Is he DJ as well?
Yeah.
If you're watching, come on.
Yeah, very sort of very popular in the hip hop and R&B sort of market. He runs his own events, Solutions. Yeah, have you been?
No.
Oh, definitely worthwhile.
Yeah, okay.
Going to it. But yeah, it's really, really good event. So he used to run at Henry. He used to run at Henry Summers. So he used to start like 4 or 5 p.m. and go till midnight. And it was just like amazing. During the day, music is on.
Good. Yeah.
The vibe is good, and it's usually it sells out. Last time they had it at the court, and I think he's got one at Barbez in like 2 weeks time.
Yeah,
so.
get him to hit me up. Let's tee that up.
Yeah,
this guy's cool.
Yeah, good bloke as well.
And if he's doing it for the right reasons, once again, even better.
Yeah,
bring people together just to party and have a good time.
Yeah.
Like it's just positivity, right?
Yeah,
nothing but positive vibes.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's epic.
And then so that's basically kind of, and those are some videos that you can see. I wasn't the best with sort of holding my phone. It's a bit everywhere, but.
No, I'll probably still be playing. This was Seasons where though? At Langley Park? Oh, I'm turning up the volume on this.
This was Stories. So that's when they did the stories over the city. So this was on the bridge actually.
That's on the
so
bridge.
they blocked out that bridge. I think that bridge near the. I think it's like near the train station, kind of.
Isn't that just crazy?
Yeah.
It's just crazy that they can just throw an event at a bar in the city.
Yeah.
That many people go to it.
Yeah, it's
not at a park. It's not Langley Park. It's not Ozone Reserve.
Yeah.
It's not South Perth or anything like that. It's literally at Stories, a 4-story pub.
Really good event. Like it was my first time going Seasons as well. So
yeah. Those guys are doing very well for what they're doing.
It was just, I really like those sort of different stages they sort of had for different things.
Yeah.
And then the main stage, was just amazing lighting work. DJs there, really, amazing DJs, amazing sets. So it was good. Good night in general.
All right. Well, cheers for coming on though. It's been good. It's been very good. Do we have any comments or anything at all? Or? No, that's all good. That's all good. But yeah, no, cheers so much, Stephen. This has been good. And I'd love to have you back on as well in the future at some point.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, let me...
Like, even do a group thing.
Yeah.
Get a few DJs on, we just all hang out and just talk and do whatever.
100%, you know, get a few of the crew.
Even get Sky and get like
yeah.
get a few of indie event boys to come on. That would be good.
Yeah.
I haven't had Adam on in so long. Adam, I have to say.
Oh, did you have Adam on as well?
Funnily enough, so the two guests that I've had on this podcast the most frequently, I'll just do shout outs, Tim Preston and Adam Dalton. Those two guys, I have so much time for them. Some of the coolest dudes, and they're very hard workers.
Yeah. Why does Tim Preston ring a bell?
Tim, he talks a lot, but he's a great dude. He's an amazing human being. It
rings a bell, but I don't know.
You probably met him. He's always wearing hats and stuff.
What does he play?
He plays everywhere. I used to play at Strike Bowling, and he's best mates with Adam as well.
Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I see the face or something. But Adam works at DJ City Malaga now, so if everyone wants any sort of DJ equipment, that's your...
I'm teeing that up.
Go-to place, you know?
Codes, hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, you can ask him for discounts. I don't know if he'll give it, like...
hopefully. Or Adam, if you're watching. Or Tim. Timmy was supposed to be sorting me out with that, but we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. Does he work at DJ City Malaga?
Yeah, he works.
Okay, yeah.
That's where you've seen him. Yeah,
that's where I've seen him. I was like, the name rings a bell, but I just can't. I just can't put the face together. But Timmy, he works there. They're really busy. Like, I didn't realize DJ stores were
flat out
that busy, because I just thought it would just be people that buy DJ equipment. But
no, music, speakers, lights.
Yeah, apparently it's just like every
the go-to.
But
it's like cosmic sound. And you go in there, someone's buying a drum kit. Oh, someone's just buying a patch lead. Someone's buying an XLR. Someone's buying this, buying that. Just buying all sorts of stuff. It's the go-to place. Music stores.
100%.
But thank you so much for coming on. This has been a good episode.
No worries.
Can't wait to do it again. So
thank you very much for having me. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Jasper, as well. Yep.
Thanks, Jasper, mate.
All right, and cheers, everyone. So next week we have. Let's dive into the calendar. We have Brendan, Facebook, Tim, and Adam. So Tim and Adam have hooked me up with a DJ by the name of Brendan. So we'll dive into that next week. Big shout out to Tim and Adam then. All right, catch you guys. We'll see you soon. Wait, you gotta wave.
Oh, there we go. Guys. Yeah. Kind of forgot the camera was right.
Catch you guys.